Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Umar Ahmad, and today we are going to learn how you can um, dimension the uh, elevations section. So in the last tutorial we edited the floor plan, we placed the dimensions, we added the text, and in this tutorial I'll show you guys how you can modify the elevation section so it looks more appealing and more dedicated. So let's get started. So basically from my keyboard what I'll do is I'll first of all um, click on DI and I click on this one, and yeah, so let's get started from the base. So click on this one, click on this, you see that the floor is currently of 1 feet, and then you have to highlight the distance between the floor and the roof, and that's all we have. So yeah, there we have it. You see that presently the roof is a little downward. These are called as eaves. The projected roof is called as eaves. So you can see that um, the the roof is currently having around probably somewhere around 9 inches below the top wall. So you have to make notice of that. You have to make sure that the wall thickness is also being shown over here. What you have to do is you select this one and you drag it, unlock it, and I don't know what's the issue. Maybe it's from this end. Unlock it, and why isn't it moving? Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, what you have to do is you have to select it and you have to move it to this one, and similarly you have to drag this one and move it up to this corner, and I'll click on AL. I'll click on this line and I stab that. It's not working at the moment, so we'll just manually select this line and drag it right up to this corner, and there we have it. The elevation plan is now updated. So it's not at the moment up to the mark, and it needs some improvements as well. So what we are going to do is we are going to modify it to make it more appealing. And how we are going to do that, we just have to simply update the floor plan. How we're going to do that, we have to annotate some of the section. So let's select the roof, and you see that it's currently selected as basic roof, and we created a BIM roof. Let me search that for a moment. BIM. Okay, I guess we didn't save the BIM roof for ourselves. Oh yeah, I didn't save it as BIM roof. That's the issue. Anyways, yeah, we'll modify it again. Since I didn't use the template file, that's why I have to create and modify it in the real drawings. But if you're using that same template file, then no worries with you guys. So let's do the job. Let's update the details and click on this. Where's that legend? Yeah, click on text, click on this one. It's already been selected, and we can type it the name as roof slope, yeah, slope of 33 degrees. Where is degree symbol? You can type O and then you can select it and move into the subscript. So there we have it, 30 degrees. You open this up and you see that it's looking pretty decent now. And we don't have a leader line, so for that reason what you can do is you can click on this plus, and there you have it. You have very decent degree line, ledger line, sorry, a slope of 33 degrees. Now how do I know this is 33 degrees? I click on this roof and I have this slope. You see, it's very difficult to read it in terms of this unit, 9 inch by 12 inches. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to modify, sorry, go to manage, go to the project units, save this file first, and you see that it's the slope is currently in length, so that's the issue. You select this units to degrees and move it up to 0 or 1 decimal places and click on OK, and now it's updated. So over here you can see that the slope is now currently 36.87 degrees, which is huge. So we'll change it up to 32 degrees or 33 degrees. So let's go with 32 and click on OK, and you see the roof is entirely updated. So let's update it over here as well, and we can find it as 32 degrees slope of this roof. And let's modify it as well. You can close the gap, and you can also update the features as well. So presently that's all for the east side. We move to the north side and we have to repeat the same trend. Let's drag it up to this section, and similarly of this section. Just make it close to the property so that it looks amazing, and it's been more readable to the users. Now I'm updating the south section. Let's do this thing first at utmost priority, and over here we have our last side, which is the west side. So yeah, there you have it. Let's go with north and annotate it. I press DI from my keyboard and I select all the spaces that are of different sizes. So that's it, and I click on this and this as well. So you see that the users will be able to read two of the following things. One is this feature, which is that the walls are of 12 feet, and one is this about the roof. And similarly we have to also update the users about this distance, which we kept as 1 feet. So anything that you want the users to know, you have to make sure it's visible on the plan. So let's make it visible to the users, and there we have it. We have our elevation of north being prepared. Similarly for the south section we can do the same thing. This is the front view of the property. If you're having difficulties, you can change the name as per your easiness. So you can change this out by double clicking it or by clicking on it and click on rename, and you can rename it as the front or facade of the building and whatever you want to say it. So I'll click on DI again and I'll annotate the building and I'll modify it, and I'll make sure that I'm also highlighting the roof features, and there we have it. Similarly, the eaves as well. There are two ways to like show the eaves and the projected boundaries. Let's go. Let me show you that on the west side. So basically, first we annotate the basic sections, which is this one, and the other one, which is the basically the roof, and there you have it. So what you can do is, if you don't want to show it over and over again what's the size of your block, what you can do is you can just select it and paste it above your drawing. This is very sophisticated way of showing the eaves or the projected boundary, and you can just place it on the same level as before. So this is the annotation of the drawings. Notice that contractors will ask you about the slope of each and every you can say lay on roof. What you can do is you can just go to the east section, and there we have already prepared a dimension for roof, or a label for roof. So I'll just from my keyboard copy Control and C, and it has copied this feature. So now I move to the north section. I press Control V, and it's just drag and drop. Now you see that now it's available. So anything that you have created over there in terms of this thing, you can just directly copy it over here. And go to the south section. I press Control V, and it recalls the memory. Similarly, the west section, and Control V, and there we have it. So yeah, the elevation plan is now being properly prepared. We have our labels done, we have our roofs, windows, walls being placed, and I'll show you guys what's in the next lecture. We'll discuss more about some of the ways that you can modify this property even further and make it even more professional. So that was all from my side, and I hope the lectures are giving you some interest in the software. Thanks so much. Take care. Goodbye.